Welcome back to The Explainer. I am so thrilled to have you here today because we're taking a fascinating look right under the hood of a highly disruptive business model. Okay, let's dive right into this. Today, we're deconstructing a pitch for cloud-based real estate brokerage, specifically eXp Realty. And this is all based on a recent presentation by Alan Lozano. Now, to be clear, we aren't here to endorse or criticize this model. Instead, we're going to completely impartially map out exactly how this pitch is structured, what it actually claims to offer, and how it tries to win over traditional real estate agents. Here's our quick roadmap for today. 1. The two agent archetypes. 2. A cloud-based platform. 3. Virtual support and systems. 4. Compensation and equity. And finally, 5. The rev share model. All right, let's jump straight into section 1, the two agent archetypes. You know, every great pitch starts with a compelling story, right? And the speaker here immediately hooks the audience with an underlying, deeply personal question. He asks, if you continue on your current path, who do you become? It's a pretty brilliant setup, honestly, because it forces the audience to stop looking at their current broker and start looking at their own trajectory. It perfectly sets up the core problem that so many real estate professionals face as they progress in their careers. To make this question tangible, the pitch contrasts two fictional 15-year veteran agents. On the left side, we've got John Hardy. According to the speaker, John represents your classic hustle and grind agent. He's a top producer, maybe drives a flashy car, but underneath it all, he is fundamentally exhausted. His income literally resets to zero every single month. He has stressful vacations because his business depends entirely on him being there. And crucially, he has absolutely no exit strategy. On the right side, we have Sarah Smart. She is also a top producer, but she represents the leveraged entrepreneur. The presentation claims Sarah built her brand on a cloud-based platform. She builds systems, and most importantly, she earns income beyond her own personal production. She has essentially built a willable asset. This incredibly sharp contrast illustrates the pitch's main value proposition perfectly. So, building on poor John Hardy's archetype, the source material identifies 4 specific pain points as the primary catalysts for agents looking to change up their business model. They need more money, they need more deals, they're closing deals but have zero leverage, and they're facing a future with no exit strategy and no benefits. The speaker even jokes, a bit grimly I might add, that a traditional realtor retirement party is essentially a funeral. Wow. But these are the specific industry wounds that the pitch aims to heal. Moving right along to section 2, a cloud-based platform. If those 4 pain points are the disease, well, this platform is the proposed cure. And it's brilliantly illustrated by this super memorable analogy from the speaker. eXp is like the coolest vending machine that you've ever seen. You put in $85 a month and you get out thousands of dollars worth of value. You see what he's doing there? The speaker is actively trying to reframe the monthly fee. It's not a cost, it's an access pass to a highly leveraged, tech-forward platform. The pitch then draws a very hard line in the sand between the old and the new. Look at how the speaker frames these structural differences. The old-fashioned model is characterized as having high costs, franchise fees, desk fees, royalty fees, while being completely siloed and outdated. Ultimately, in that model, you own nothing. The cloud-based platform, on the other hand, is positioned as the exact opposite. It's lower cost, you have the ability to work from anywhere, unlimited growth potential, and it's a model where agents literally own a piece of their future. The speaker even compares it to YouTube or Instagram. The platform doesn't create the content, right? It just provides the powerful infrastructure for the creators, or in this case, the real estate agents. Okay, section 3, virtual support and systems. According to the presentation, that $85 monthly fee unlocks a seriously robust suite of tools. First, you get your choice of 3 top-tier CRM systems, which the speaker notes can cost thousands of dollars all on their own. You get SkySlope for completely paperless transaction management. You get an intensive 6-week fast cap, high accountability coaching program that actually comes with free leads when you finish it. And finally, you get full access to the virtual eXp World Office. And hey, speaking of that virtual office, the presentation makes a massive point about broker access. They claim the average wait time to teleport into the virtual eXp World Office and speak directly, face-to-face with broker support is just 2 minutes. For anyone who has ever waited days for a broker to return a frantic call about a burning contract issue, this specific metric is very clearly designed to counter the objection that a cloud-based company lacks real-time human support. Let's get into the numbers now. Section 4, compensation and equity. All right, let's walk clearly through this compensation structure just as it's outlined in the source. Every single agent gets the exact same deal. You pay a one-time startup fee of $149. The monthly platform fee, as we discussed, is $85. The commission split is 80-20. That means the agent keeps 80% and the company takes 20%, until the company has collected an annual cap of $16,000. Once you hit that $16,000 cap, you keep 100% of your commission for the rest of your anniversary year, paying only a $250 transaction fee per deal. And the absolute crucial point the speaker emphasizes here: there are absolutely no traditional desk fees, no royalty fees, and no franchise fees eating into your check. But here is where the model really pivots from a standard commission split to a full-blown ownership pitch. The speaker outlines 5 distinct paths for agents to actually earn public company stock, which trades under the ticker symbol EXPI. Number 1, you get stock when you close your first transaction each year. 2, you earn stock when you hit that $16,000 annual cap. 3, you get stock when an agent you personally attracted to the company closes their first deal. 4, you earn a massive stock award by reaching what they call icon status. And 5, agents can voluntarily take 5% of their gross commission and purchase company stock at an instant 5% discount. Now, you might be wondering, what exactly is an icon agent? Well, the presentation defines an icon agent as a top producer who caps and then continues to pay enough of those $250 post-cap transaction fees to the point where the company actually awards them their entire $16,000 cap back in the form of company stock. As the speaker laughingly puts it, if I would have walked into my last broker's office and said, "What do I need to do to get my cap back?" he would have kindly asked me to get out of his office. This represents the absolute highest tier of the compensation structure presented. And that brings us to our final section, Section 5, the rev share model. To really understand revenue share, we have to look back at that $16,000 company dollar cap. When an agent pays into their cap via that 80-20 split, the company keeps that 20%. But what does EXP actually do with that $16,000? According to the presentation, they split it right down the middle. 50%, so $8,000, stays with the company to pay for operations, staff, and running that cloud platform. The other 50% is redistributed right back to the agents who help grow the company by attracting new talent. To put that into perspective with a practical example, the speaker notes that if you attract an agent and that agent closes a $333,000 home, the company takes their 20% cut of the commission. And from that company cut, they direct deposit a minimum of $175 into your bank account the following month. So the absolutely crucial takeaway about these rev share mechanics is that the money is paid entirely from the company's side of the split. Agents are absolutely not paying other agents out of their own pockets. Furthermore, the pitch explains that this revenue sharing cascades down up to 7 levels, depending on how many producing agents you directly attract to the company. It's designed to incentivize agents to not just recruit, but to actually mentor and ensure the agents they bring in are closing deals. But, the speaker doesn't just lead it at abstract math. He actually brings up 2 top producing agents right from the audience, Alfonso and Socorro, to share a deeply personal anecdote. They explained that because they had built a robust revenue share organization over 10 years, when their father became terminally ill, they were able to completely step away from the daily real estate hustle. As they put it, "We didn't have to worry about the grind. We were able to really just spend a lot of quality time with him." This anecdote brilliantly ties the complex rev share math directly back to solving that John Hardy burnout problem, introduced at the very beginning of the pitch. It is the ultimate exit strategy realized. And really, that brings us full circle to the final thought. The entire presentation is basically designed to hold up a mirror to the working real estate agent. It asks them to look at their current broker, look at their current split, and their current daily routine, and ask this wildly provocative question: is your current career vehicle building a temporary lifestyle or a lasting legacy? Whether you totally love the cloud-based model or you prefer a traditional office setting, there is just no denying the structural precision of this pitch. It identifies a clear industry pain, offers a tech-based solution, backs it up with hard financial mechanics, and anchors it all in profound personal freedom. Thank you so much for joining me on this explainer. Until next time, keep learning, keep questioning, and keep moving forward.